So, Netflix's Daredevil, does it live up to the hype? Is the second season any good? Yes! So I'm gonna just start off by saying that I really love action films, but I feel like the majority of action films are so entrenched with CGI and big budgets these days that it's rare to see a film with actual spirit that doesn't rely on the CGI. And Daredevil is one of those unique action experiences that relies more on choreography and relies more on great storytelling and acting, and that's what I really appreciate about it. Season 1 of Daredevil is a bit of a slow burner. It takes time to introduce the plot of the story, and most importantly, it takes time to introduce the villain, Fisk, and it builds up to creating this sense of dread towards this mysterious character, and once you finally meet him, that's when you're able to see that there is a lot of humanity to the characters of this show, even the villains, more importantly the villains, because Fisk and the villain of season 2, which I'll get into in a second, is depicted as deeply flawed but still so relatable and so broken. Fisk, you see him just like as this broken child in a way, and he's so lonely and desires love, and you can have compassion for that desire but still hate what he does. Daredevil has this way of depicting the villains of the story in such a dynamic way that you're able to absolutely hate and abhor what they are doing, but still have compassion for the character's brokenness and their humanity. So I was really, really worried that they were going to fuck up season 2. I was just worried that they were going to ruin it because I saw the trailer on Netflix and I was quite unimpressed with the trailer. I think the trailer was absolutely horrible and not a good representation of what the second season was. The second season, without spoiling anything, was fueled for me by my love of the Punisher, who was played by Jon Bernthal, I think his name is. And Jon Bernthal did such an incredible, oh my god, such an incredible job at that character. Honestly, best Punisher on screen I have ever seen. Best Punisher on screen. But this Punisher is downright scary, downright terrifying. I mean, I was cringing every time I saw him kill someone. I was cringing because he does it so brutally, like literally no hesitation, no disgust at what he's doing. You, don't get me wrong, you do sympathize with him and you feel terrible for him. And yet at the same time, I would not want to sit in a room alone with this character. Like, every time I saw him alone with one of the lead characters, I was like on the edge of my seat. Even though I know that he doesn't kill innocent people, just the fact that he's so unstable and so terrifying, just like, ugh, chills, dude, chill. When you can make the viewer love you and have compassion for you, but still kind of hate what you're doing, that is really good writing and really good acting. And yeah, I think it's debatable. I would like to hear in the comments, debate with me a little bit. Do you think Punisher was a villain? Or maybe he was just ambiguous. Like, I think that was the point. He was supposed to be tremendously ambiguous and not quite good, not quite bad, but yeah, I was really blown back by Jon Bernthal's performance. It was just outstanding. Another thing that I really appreciate about Daredevil is that there's not a bunch of CGI. The action is all choreographed and the choreography is absolutely breathtaking. I can't even imagine how much planning and how tremendous this choreography was to get every second right. I can't even imagine how many times the stunt doubles probably got punched in the face, bruised and bloodied from this really highly intense, quick-paced action. So Matt Murdock is in a bit of a love triangle this season. I'm not gonna say with who because I don't want to spoil shit, but The chemistry between him and the actresses was quite steamy, I must say. It was really steamy. Like, he has two relationships kind of that he's fighting in between. There's this one relationship that's very healthy, and it kind of helps him get his mind off of the shitty, dangerous world that he's a part of as Daredevil. And then he has another relationship that's incredibly toxic. Daredevil isn't perfect. Yes, I love the show, but I have a huge problem with some of the characters. More importantly, Foggy. Why the hell do they write Foggy the way that they do? Foggy, all he does is bitch and complain to his friend. He's a shitty friend. Like, he just is. And I know that they're trying to create some type of conflict with Foggy's character. They're trying to make sure that Matt feels alone, like he has no one to go to, but that's just, it's sacrificing Foggy's character. It's not giving Foggy a fighting chance to be an actual character and to be an actual friend. And I just don't understand what the writers are doing with him. But overall, this season was really good. I tried to pace myself when I watch Netflix shows. Like, I typically try to force myself to watch maybe 2 or 3 episodes a day so that I don't feel completely miserable once I watch it all in 2 days. But I watched this entire season in 2 days. I stayed up all night until 5 in the morning the night it came out, and then I watched it all day the next day, and I regret nothing. Except now it's over, and that sucks, but I've just been marathoning Jessica Jones again. And if you haven't seen Jessica Jones, check that show out. It's really good. My final verdict is that Daredevil is incredibly ramen worthy, and I would definitely recommend checking it out if you haven't already. It is an amazing show. It's one of the most amazing shows out there today. Definitely check it out. I should go. Thank you guys for watching this review. Be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed it, and check out my Facebook and Twitter in the description. I should go. We came out, and I had some people ask for me to share my opinions of it because I've talked about Deadpool a little bit on this channel. I've reacted to the trailer, and